Hey, welcome back. Now, before I get started with today's video, I want to mention that you should watch part 1 of this series first. So go watch that. Now. Also, subscribe. This isn't a suggestion. On to the challenge. The rules are, I can only use the feedbacker, I can use the knuckle blaster, but only for progression, and violence. I can only play in violent. So let's get started, shall we? Greed starts out with a bang. Yeah, these guys are a hard enemy to deal with in this challenge. You have to actually use your brain to kill them. I know, very hard. And they become enraged if left alive for a bit, and it takes them a while to kill, so... Then the game immediately follows up its left hook with an uppercut. And that uppercut is that goddamn last room, which is meant to demonstrate the power-up of dual wielding, which makes you more powerful, so this room has much more enemies to deal with as a result. I think you can see the issue in that when I only have a fist. Moving on to 4-2, most of the level is the same as the previous level, except for these guys. These guys limit the blood available. I fucking love them. Now, you might think that the Sisyphean Insurrectionist will be a challenge, but there's a challenge in this game that hints on how to kill him quickly, and I do exactly that. 4-3 starts easy enough, like any other level in the game, except for that goddamn last room. I'm going to describe it in one word. Pain. 4-4 is yet another appearance of our beloved V2. Now, this fight is actually a challenge, because V2 has coins and nails. When V2 uses his coins, you have to stop whatever you're doing in order to dodge them. Or you can punch them, but you still have to dodge them afterwards. And when V2 uses the nails, you have to get as far from him as possible to not get deleted from reality. Other than that, this fight is the same as V2's previous fight. Also, can I just mention that in order to end this level, you need to both pick up the Whiplash and use it. Like, this makes total sense for gameplay. It wants to make sure you know how to use it. But in the context of this challenge, it's fucking awful. Anyways, let's move to something a little more calming. A good water level. You don't get too many of these. 5-1 is a fun level for this challenge. The water makes it easier to move quickly around, and makes healing easier, as blood lingers for a bit after death. Also, that damn saxophone. This level also introduces sentries. Sentries are either the most annoying enemy to deal with in this challenge, or the easiest, as they shoot high damage, hit-scan attacks. This can be parried, but in the heat of combat, that's going to be hard to get. Moving on to 5-2, the challenge is mostly the same as usual, until we get to the double idol room. This damn room, man. 2 Cerberus and an invincible virtue. I don't think I need to explain that one. And now, on to the most fun fight in this challenge. The Ferryman. I fucking love this section. The Ferryman is an enemy that forces you to be quick on your feet, read his patterns, have a quick reaction time, and be on top of your health. It forces you into the zone, and I've never had so much fun with a fight. This fight, in this challenge, felt like I was fighting the Marauder for the first time again. Oh, I missed that feeling. Moving on. 5-3 was certainly a level. Most of it was fine, except for when you're supposed to pick up the rocket launcher. You see, you're supposed to pick it up so that it can flip the ship, but I can't really do that. So, after looking up online, you're supposed to make a shockwave in the upper portion of the portrait above the rocket launcher to activate a trigger to flip the ship. Okay. Now on to 5-4. This level is the hardest fight in the challenge, for all of the wrong reasons. It's slow, requires a lot of waiting around for reflectable attacks, and just fucking attack me, you fucking serpent! Now, don't get me wrong, this level is good fun in like a normal playthrough. There's nothing wrong with it. Just in the context of this challenge, it's fucking boring. Now, moving on from that shit show to my favorite layer in the game, Heresy. This layer was some of the most fun I had in this challenge. Not only were the combat encounters engaging, but it also had the sick-ass music to ULTRAKILL to. And that final room. That final room. Hardest room in the game for this challenge. Remember how I said that Hideous Mask was the hardest boss in this challenge? Yeah, there's two here. It took me many tries to get past them. But I never got mad. Why? Because of this fucking music, yeah! Sorry about that. I needed to gush about that level. Now on to Gabe 2. He was almost the same as the first fight in the game.
Come on, machine. Twice.
Who's the insignificant fuck now, Gabe? The Council, that's who. And that's it. When Act 3 releases, I'm going to be making another video on this challenge, but that's going to take a while to come out. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and this series. Also, feel free to send me suggestions for challenges I can do. I'm kinda in need of content.